Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all. Dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, and listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs. Steve Harvey, yeah. Join me. Come with me, help me say. I'm so afraid to go home. You gotta. Turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, oh man, got a radio show. Yep, trying to make it work too. I'm not trying. I'm getting it. I'm getting it done to the best of my abilities. Now, something funny my father taught me. He said, son, when you've done all you can do, if you've done your absolute best, and you look up and it didn't get the job done, take a deep breath and do some more. That used to bug me, man, when my father used to tell me, they said, son, when you've done your absolute best and you think you can't do no more, you've done all you can, and it still don't get the job done, take yourself a deep breath and do some more. And you know what? I found that has worked every single time. Every single time. Because what my father knew was that what you think is your breaking point or what you think is your all in all, he says, son, it's just something about it, man. If you just gather yourself, you got a little bit more. Everybody got some more. And I got to be honest with you, it has worked. It has helped me greatly. And, everybody does have some more. I tell that to my sons all the time. Dad, I did my best. Well, let me ask you something else. Could you have done anything else? Could you have studied a little harder? Could you have shown up a little bit earlier? Could you stayed a little bit later? Yeah. Well, then, okay, that's what you should have done then. See, there's always a way. But if you're going to create excuses, if you're going to make them up all the time about why you don't get it done, I have a very, very sad statement for you right now. You're never going to get anything done. You're never going to get to the top. Not to the top. You can get halfway up. Now, you can get a third of the way up. You can get 3/4 of the way up. But if you don't have that little extra reserve in you, you're not getting to the top. The top is only reserved for those that have the wherewithal and the power, the desire, the drive, and the gut-wrenching effort to get to the top. The top is reserved only for the top. It's just the top. There ain't but one top. In the middle done ain't it. The top of the mountain Halfway, it's a different view at the top. Things look different from up top. So if you want to get to the top of whatever, your profession, your field, your career, whatever it is, you got to do extra. You have to do more. More is expected of you. More, but here's what's really crazy. More is required of you. Don't live your life in a lackadaisical state. Don't wake up every day with the feeling of, well, you know, whatever happens, happens. Nah, man, have a say-so in your life. You, first of all, let me ask you something. Who has God? Name the person that God has given authority over you. Name the person. But who is the person? Nobody has domain over you. God didn't create that person. So what you sitting here for, man? What are you sitting here for? Letting people who do not know direct your path. Why are you worried about all these people with what they got to say about you and all these people with what they got to think about you when here's the news flash? They don't know either. All these people that you overly concerned about, all these people that you go into these answers for, they need answers too. Stop. What are you doing here? Gather yourself for a minute. Here is a solution to all of that. You have one source that will be there for you to the end of time, and that is your relationship with God. That is the one thing that's solid and for sure. He's behind the wall. He's in your jail cell. He rides with you in the police car. He's with you on your job up at the school. He's down there in the board meetings with you. He goes with you when you travel on planes. He sits with you when you're in a relationship. He helps you with your parenting skills. He helps you. He's there to assist you. If you do the right things, he show you and guide you to your next job. When you lose your job and you think it's a wrap, there's some good behind it, man. God is always working on your behalf to those that believe. You just got to believe. He don't ask you for nothing else. Believe in me. That's all he asks you to do. What you tripping for, man? And then when you make the decision to believe in him and it comes out your mouth from time to time somewhere, what you worried about what people say? What you worried about what they think for? Why? Who are they? They need God too. You telling them you found something new, that you gonna give this a shot right here. Now they got some yin yang and some yakety yak to say about that when they need God too. That's what amazes me, man, about people. Sit up in here, man, be knocking your dream and stuff. Look, if you're an atheist, man, do your thing. Do your thing. But you can't create no laws where I can't do mine. That don't make no sense, man. That makes no sense at all to me. You have the right to go be whatever you want to be. You know, if you don't like the fact that I'm in school, got my head bowed down and I'm saying a prayer before I take this test, just don't bow your head, don't you pray. But if some kids want to get together, that's some crazy mess. That's what happened in our schools. We took prayer out of schools. Now look at our schools. You send your child to school and someone else comes back home. That's a whole nother thing right here. That's not what I want to talk to you about. But I was just throwing it out because, you know, hey, man, your relationship with God is essential to your success as a person. It's essential to your existence. It's essential to where you're trying to go and what you're trying to be because he made you. Why would you not talk to the person that made you to find out what he created you for? I ain't talking about your parents. Who made your parents? This is God. We created in his image. Why would you not talk to your maker to see why you got made? That don't make sense to you. If you're sitting and gotten yourself in a situation, you sitting in a jail cell somewhere, you locked up, you doing some time, man, be a good time for you to reflect. But whatever your situation is, man, God can get you through it. He can give you the strength, the courage, the wherewithal, the understanding, everything you need, the wisdom to get you through anything you're going through. You just got to touch base with him. I need God every single day of my life. And what he's done for me, man, off the chain. But guess what? He'll do the same thing for you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what?
What?
I don't know. I can't explain this laughter. It's funny, but it's really, it's joy. It's a combination. It is really, really amazing what God does for you by waking you up in the morning. I mean, that it's a clear sign from God that he ain't through with you yet. Y'all, I want y'all to wake up and look at this the right way. If God was through with you, if he didn't have his hand on you no more, you wouldn't wake up. So try to look at it this way. Every time I wake up in the morning, I realize that he has awakened me again because obviously he has something else for me to do, receive, accomplish something, and he wakes me up so I can get to that. That right there, man, is a game changer. If you could understand, if you could take on that notion when you wake up. So when you wake up, man, and you realize, man, what a blessing it is, but how good is it to be co-signed by God Almighty? Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you a measure of health, and here you are, another day. This incredible gift called the present. Mm-hmm. That's why they call it the present, because that's what it is. It's a gift. Amen. And we get to enjoy it whenever he wakes us up. That's how I look at it, man. If you take that on, mornings become a whole lot of, and I wasn't always a morning person. I got trained to become a morning person by a guy named John Walker in Rochester, New York. I was laid off from Ford Motor Company. I had signed up for Amway and I was laid off. And so I was sleeping late. He would call me at 6 a.m. every morning. Steve, John Walker, how you doing, man? Hello. Hey, man, have a great day. Click, and he'd hang up. And he did that every day for a month. Till one morning he called me, Steve, John Walker, have a great day, man. How you doing? And before he could hang up, I said, John, look, man, it's early, man. You don't never say nothing. Mm-hmm. Click, he hung up. And so he did it again. I picked up the phone. I said, hello. He said, why do you wake up like that? I said, what you mean, man? I'm asleep. He said, but when you wake up, why do you wake up, man, so grumpy, so down? Like, you know, man, like I'm bothering you. I said, John, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. He said, yeah, man, but it's something you never had before. He said, this is a gift from God. I'm really disappointing you that you're not getting the lesson. So I thought about it. So the next morning I said, I'm going to be waiting on this dude right here. He called me at 5. He called me at 6 o'clock that next morning. He said, Steve, it's John Walker. How you doing? I said, hey, John, how you doing? It's Steve, man. I'm doing great. He said, nah, that's what I'm talking about. And he hung the phone up. And for a month after that, he called me every morning. And I got up, and I get up at 5:15. Now, what you're not finna do is look at me and think I don't know nothing. I'm stupid. I don't get the lesson. Right. And that's what changed me into a morning person.
All right. Yes. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
John Walker, right. Rochester, New York.
Coming up, Junior's going to run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time for Junior, who's in for the nephew, to run that prank back. What you got for us, Junior?
Okay, Shirley, man, it's morning, so I'm going to go ahead and sound like I'm up in the morning, man. Your daughter bit my son. That's what it is. Your daughter bit my son. Come on, cat.
Hello.
Hello, may I speak to Kira?
This is Kira.
Kira
This is Kira.
Look, do your daughter go to Little Academy?
Yes. Who's this?
And her name is.
Yes, who's this?
Listen, your daughter done bit my son Joshua on the back.
My daughter, bitch. No.
This is Wilton. Your daughter done bit my son.
Well, Wilton, slow down. You can't just call my house and tell me my daughter bit your son.
You ain't finna sit here and be cussing at me, lady. I just said your daughter, Sakira, bit my son Joshua in the back.
And I just said no. I just said no. Two things. One, my daughter wouldn't bite nobody. And two, don't call my house with this tone.
I call with any kind of tone I want to call with. All I'm saying is your daughter done bit my son in the back. And I'm going to tell you.
All I'm saying is don't call my house with this attitude saying some that my daughter bit your child in the back. My daughter has manners and she wouldn't be biting nobody in the back. What did your
How
son
the
do
hell
that
if you know somebody how the hell you know what your daughter gonna be doing if you ain't there?
Because I raised my daughter.
You raised the shit.
You live with your son?
She ain't
You live with your son, or you just come in once a month and try to do some kind of daddy work?
Your daughter ain't but 4 years old. How in the hell you know her that damn well?
I've been with her for 4 years. Where the you been? My daughter does not be biting people around in the back and the neck or anything like that. What the hell is wrong with you? Don't call my house with this attitude. How the hell you figure I'm a weekend daddy? I'm calling you about what's going on with my child. But I don't think you got your facts straight. So next time you call somebody to tell them about their child, figure out everything about your child first.
All I'm saying is that the people at the academy said Shakira bit my son Joshua in the back.
Well, I can't understand what you're saying because I don't like your tone. So don't call me about my baby. Have her mama call me.
It don't make no difference if a mama or a daddy call, as long as somebody call. Hello? Call her back, dog.
Hello?
Is this Kira?
This is Kira.
Why you hang up on me?
Why are you still calling me and why are you yelling at me? My child didn't bite your child in the back. When I picked up my child, they didn't say to me, your child bit somebody in the back. I know my child. I'm with my child every day. Like I said in the first place, you must be some kind of weekend daddy. I know my child. I'm with my child every day. Are you?
I'm with my...
I don't even know who Joshua is. She should have just hit him in the head.
Hey, what you ain't gonna do is sit here and talk about my baby. Now, you asked me to lower my tone.
You wanna know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hang up one more game.
Lower your tone. Hello? Call her back, dog. Call her back, cat.
Hello?
Don't hang up on me no more, lady.
Call my number again.
I'm gonna call you until you tell me why your child is biting my child in the back.
I am not in the mood to play with you right now.
You're gonna mess around and get you and your child whooped. You and your child.
Whoa. Guess what? Shakira got a daddy. You talking about whipping somebody's Shakira's daddy. No, you have else to say. You can't call my house and threaten me and my child. If my child bit your child, well, that's what the your child deserves. He got whooped. My daughter whooped your son. This probably won't be the last time the little fat snotty nose kids get this.
You ain't gonna be talking about me and my son.
With no fake facts. She didn't bite him in the back. She might have whooped his, but my daughter don't play nasty like that.
Your daughter bit my son in the back.
Keep talking. You found my phone number, find my address, and have Shakira's daddy beat your.
What?
I said bring your on over here. The same way the same way Shakira whipped your baby, my baby daddy gonna whip your. Bring it on.
I'm coming over there and beat you and your child.
Like I said, you don't call a woman and tell her you coming over to beat her and her child. You come over here and beat her daddy's. Come over here and beat Shakira's daddy's.
He don't want none of me.
You don't want this.
I'm on my way over there now.
Bring it on in.
Somebody gonna get that.
Yeah, daddy home all week. Not like your cycle.
He ain't got no damn job.
No. He got a job.
Y'all gonna make me come over there tonight.
Bring it on right now.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm finna tell you.
Tell me something else then.
You gonna get bit and your baby gonna get bit too.
You gonna bite me and my baby? Shakira dad gonna whoop yo.
Can I say something to you?
Say something to me then.
This nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked.
I am shamed. I am so shamed.
You just got pranked. Your sister Glenda told me.
She didn't. No, she didn't.
She said
they couldn't get me for this.
She said, She said, you always tell me, Tommy will never get me.
Had that. I told her that wouldn't happen to me. But you can't call somebody and talk about their baby. Hell no. Let me call.
I'm gonna hit you with it.
That's where it counts, man. Don't call nobody about their child. You got my heart hurting.
Look, can I ask you something? Let me ask you something. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There you go, Shirley. Your daughter bit my son. Your daughter bit my son. Man, okay. Can I just ask you, tell you something? Can I just give you some flowers? You know, on the first break, you told us a story about getting up early in the morning. And I never looked at getting up in the morning the way you just presented it. it's the morning. You ain't never had it before, man. So we just thank you for the lessons that you do teach, man. Because you ain't like you out here just talking to me or talking to us. You actually teaching us something to make us better people, make us better people, make a better man out of it, make a better man for a lot of people, man. We just want to say thank you, brother.
You know something, man?
That's cool.
We all have a choice in the morning. We have a choice every day to decide who we're going to be. Yeah. God gives us all that right. You can be a good person or a bad person. You get to pick. You can be a positive person or a negative person. You get to pick.
Yep.
And so I choose to be a more encouraging person, an uplifting person, as a part of, I'm not going to be a part of a trash tabloid or a trash blog that destroys people and talks about people and revels in the misfortune of other people. I choose not to be that way. I choose to be more of a positive, uplifting person.
Yeah.
The glass is either half empty or half full. And you look at it all. My glass is always half full.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Junior. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Diddy had a court appearance yesterday and was denied bail again, but he did receive a court date. And did you see former President Barack Obama campaigning for Vice President Kamala Harris in Philly? We'll talk about that. He did his thing. You know, he is a great orator. That's all coming up at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. Here we go, Steve, CLO. Sophia in Texarkana says, one of my coworkers has come to work in my clothes that I donated to a thrift store. I knew she was having a rough time after her divorce, but I didn't know it was that bad. Is it okay to offer her my clothes so she doesn't have to buy them? That's a nice gesture.
Well, I mean, your heart is in the right place. I would invite her to lunch and become more of a friend to her first. Yeah. And then kind of feel the situation out. Girl, let's have lunch sometime. How you doing? Get her to open up like that. Don't just, you know, I saw you got some stuff from the thrift store that I had donated. Here goes some more. I wouldn't. Because now you may embarrass her.
Yeah, that's what you don't want to do. Yeah.
And so I would probably, you know, invite her to lunch or something and try to befriend her. Right. And don't mention it. You know, and because, like, check this out. She may not know those are your clothes.
Yeah.
And she may not want you to know that you know. So you got to watch it when you're helping people. Sometimes you just got to go about it a different way. And, you know,
she probably needs a really good friend right now, some support too. That's great advice, Steve. Okay, moving on to Dre in Shreveport. Dre says, I took my girlfriend to Vegas for the first time. She said she's down for anything, so I took her to a swingers club. We got back home and I was reflecting on our trip. She said, don't ever bring that up to her. Why can't I mention that special night? What happened?
Well, obviously she's embarrassed. She said down for anything, and that anything got into everything.
Yeah.
It
didn't mean that.
Why can't I mention her special night? Well, okay.
Too far.
But I don't know, man. Next question. I don't care.
You don't know. That's it.
What
some stuff you just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I ain't never had that experience. Yeah. I ain't never took a woman to a swingers club and then wanted to talk about it and she didn't want to hear it. Dog. You don't know why she don't want to talk about it? Could it be she figured she made a mistake? She talked all that smack, then you called on it, and now she been in this situation. She don't ever bring that up to me again.
Yeah, she's not feeling it at all. All right, moving on to Olivia in Teaneck. Olivia says, I've been married for 18 years and I have a boyfriend on the side. He told me that my husband called him. Yeah. Said that my husband called him and said he knows everything. My husband hasn't mentioned it, so I've been walking on eggshells. Is he planning to do something to me?
Probably.
Yes.
First of all, let me ask you a couple questions. In the garage, have you seen a tarp? Okay.
Something to wrap the body.
In the garage, have you seen a couple of new rolls of duct tape? Has he bought a boat?
Oh, a boat.
Has he bought a boat? Yes, Carla.
I have a question. So,
One more.
okay, I'll let you finish because I have a question.
And is he white? Because if your husband
Really,
is white,
Steve?
I'm telling you right now, your ass about gone. Because they don't really do divorce. I've watched a lot of crime shows. I don't know what it is about divorce white men don't like, but they will get rid of your ass before they go to court. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Now we're
Feel how you want to feel about that statement, but every crime show I've seen, Lacey Peterson, I can go down the list.
Peterson.
Scott Peterson, I can go down the list.
Yeah, right.
And everybody I know that I've seen on a crime show that didn't want a divorce.
Yeah.
Carla,
So my question is, so since she knows, the wife knows that her husband knows about her boyfriend, should she confess? So she just come clean in the house or just don't say nothing and wait for him to bring it up?
oh no, I'm confess.
No. Okay. Because she said she's walking on eggshells, you know, so
Well, you know, them just eggshells.
just get the tiptoeing.
Yeah.
okay. So why
What you don't
hasn't
want to
he-
do is try to walk through this fire.
Why hasn't he said anything? He must be planning something to leave.
I'm telling you
something.
right now.
just don't
I'm telling you right now. When a dude do that, man, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Because a man's revenge is a little bit different, and there is no limits to what he will do. So this could be ugly.
He said he didn't even mention it no more. So you know.
Let's go over the
But
4
her-
things you want to look for. A tarp. A tarp or hefty bags.
Check.
Any new rolls of duct tape.
Check.
A boat.
Check.
A hacksaw.
Hacksaw.
I'm just saying. And here's another one. You need to look
Gotta
out
get
in the
rid of the
garage.
body.
If y'all seen a new deep freezer.
Wow.
And then, after all that, let me ask you one more question about your husband. Is he white?
he white?
If the answer to, if you have put a check block in all of them, yep, he finna do something. It's just a matter of time for y'all on 48 hours. Yep.
So should she leave? Should she move out? Should
That's what
I
I'm
would.
saying.
I would.
You would? Okay.
I would too.
Yeah.
I don't know how she's sleeping at night.
All right, Olivia.
I have no idea.
Go ahead, Shirley.
Yeah,
She ain't
all right.
sleeping. I know I'm not.
Here's
I'm
the
sitting
last
up in
one.
the chair with my back to the door.
Here's the last one, CLO. Claude in Nashville says, my wife dyed her hair bright red and thought she would surprise me. Well, the surprise is on her because everyone hates it. Her mom said I should tell her, but I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to take her anywhere with me. What do I do? Aw, Claude.
Yeah, you got to tell her, dog. You got to tell her.
Well, how's he going to tell her? How's he going to tell her that?
Baby,
Without her.
listen, I love you. But this red hair,
Looks a mess.
this right here,
He can't say.
you look like an old beat up rapper.
What? Say that.
Yeah,
That's too harsh.
yeah.
She did it for him. She wanted to surprise him.
Well, so I'm too surprised.
All right, CLO. Thank you.
I'm actually a bit shocked, as a matter of fact.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Diddy had his first court appearance yesterday in a sex trafficking case since his arrest on September 16th. Diddy was wearing a beige jail jumpsuit and smiled at his son, King Combs, and hugged his legal team as he was ushered to his seat. His 84-year-old mother and 6 of his 7 children were present in the courtroom. The judge in the case issued a court date of May 5th, 2025, and said the prosecution's case should be expected to last 3 weeks, and Diddy's defense team's case is expected to last about a week. On Tuesday, his legal team requested
I'm going to
bail
tell you right
for
now,
Diddy.
he's going to need more than a week. I'm telling you that right now. If the prosecutors is talking for 3 weeks, your defense at least need to talk a month. You're not finna out-talk me. You're not finna
They need to
out-talk
shoot
me.
for a month.
I'm telling you right now, if the prosecuting team talk for 3 weeks, my defense team talk for a week, I'm going to be looking upside everybody's head right there. Hey, you ain't got nothing else you can say? They've been talking for 3 damn weeks. Get your ass back out there tomorrow. And let's go.
Yeah. On Tuesday, his legal team requested bail for Diddy once again, and he was once again denied. Diddy will remain jailed at Brooklyn's Metro Detention Center. So there you go.
Wow.
This is such a tragedy on every level.
Yes, it is.
For him, for the victims, this is tragic on every level. It could have all been avoided
if he didn't do it.
Well, I mean, that's the choice we make. That's what's the matter here. You know, you ever heard the saying, enough is enough and too much stinks?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, look, you can do what you want to do in your private life. I don't think your bedroom should be a court case if it's your bedroom. But once it involves flight and anybody talking about against their will, and you talking kidnapping and being held and threatened and beat and stomped and pulled out. Once you get into that, bro, you know, now you whoa, hold up, man. Yeah. You know, what you do in your bedroom, man, that's your business. But now we all down the hall. And this where you start going, wait a minute, man, hold on.
Yes,
where you going?
Abuse.
So, yeah, it's abuse, it's power now. Mm-hmm. You don't, hey man, let me tell you something. I'm famous, right?
Yeah, you are. All over the world.
I won't even put a towel around me and go down the hall for some ice.
Well, I hope not, sir. I hope not.
No, but listen to me.
I know what you're saying, yeah.
You're saying you're not doing anything wrong. You won't even do that.
For ice. I won't put a towel around me and set a tray by the door from room service. Yeah. Because, dog, I can't afford to let nobody see me viral. In an uncompromising position. Yeah. You done put a towel on and ran down the hallway to grab somebody and then physically abuse. Bro, wait a minute, man. Hold up. What? You're not even. What are you? That's the thought of a person who is obsessed with the power
and out of control. Out of control.
Out of control. I say. That right there, brother.
Yeah.
That's when you've taken this thing. Yeah. And it's crazy, man. So.
Well, moving on. Last night, former President Barack Obama kicked off his Blitz campaign for VP Kamala Harris. He started out in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, an important battleground state we all know, and his speech was electrifying, to say the least. Early on, Obama denounced Donald Trump, calling him a selfish billionaire who cares about his ego and his money and his status. Obama told Pennsylvanians that America is ready to turn the page and move forward. Take a listen.
Pennsylvania, we do not need 4 more years of that. We don't need 4 more years of arrogance and bumbling and bluster and division. America's ready to turn the page. We are ready for a better story, one that helps us work together instead of turning against each other. Pennsylvania, we're ready for President Kamala Harris.
Wow.
Let's go, Mr. President.
Set it off.
Yes.
Set it off.
Hey, let's
go. What a great orator.
Hey, can I tell you what I think is going to happen?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think there are a lot of Republicans who are openly supportive of Trump because that's what they're supposed to do. And I think that a lot of them are going to get in that booth and pull that handle for Kamala Harris. Because I just think, man, that there are still some good people out there who know they can't come out against him because it'd just be too public. But I think a lot of Americans will go in that booth and pull that lever for Kamala Harris. And I don't care what the polls say, because I know for a fact there are enough of them who know, man, we've had enough of this craziness.
Yeah.
We done let this fool hijack this party to where that's really not how I am. Now, there are some people who is just like him, and a huge number of them are just like him.
Yeah.
But I think what's going to happen, because I don't think he can win the popular vote. It's this electoral thing that's got me concerned.
Yeah. It's funny you should say that. I just told my friend that today, the same thing you just said, that I think Republicans are outwardly supporting him, but when they go in the booth, they're going to vote for Kamala Harris.
Because there's a penalty if you don't support him as a Republican.
Yeah.
The backlash from this dude and the Trumpster nation is really severe.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I hope
right. Yeah. I hope so too. But we know what we have to do. We got to vote. We have to vote. All right. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, millions were affected by Hurricane Milton's devastation, and now cleanup begins. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Hurricane Milton made landfall Wednesday night as a Category 3 storm around 8:30 p.m. near Siesta Key in Florida near Sarasota. At least 12 deaths, sadly, have been confirmed in the storm's aftermath, including 6 deaths related to tornadoes on the Atlantic coast of Florida. There are more than 3 million Florida residents without electricity right now. President Biden deployed thousands of federal personnel to areas affected by the storm, and Taylor Swift donated $5 million to relief efforts for communities affected by Hurricanes Helen and Milton, and other celebrities have done so as well. If you want to help, you can donate to redcross.org to help the communities recover and build. Wow. But the good thing about it is that they said it wasn't as bad as they anticipated. It was bad, but
it was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as they thought it was going to be, but it was
very destructive. A very destructive storm for Florida's Gulf Coast side, the west side of Florida. But hopefully, the people listen to the evacuation. They save their lives. They save their families, and that hopefully that death count will not rise. And that's what matters most.
Yep, absolutely.
That's what matters most.
Yep.
You can rebuild all day.
Thank you to all the first responders, because what they go through. And
Did you see the Tropicana Stadium with the Tampa Major League Baseball team?
The entire tar ball.
Yeah. Did you tore it off? Did you see that, Steve?
The roof.
Yeah, talk about the roof. The roof, yeah. Wow. It was crazy. Completely destroyed.
Yeah.
Completely, yeah. So again, you can donate if you want to donate and help those people. They definitely need your help. Go to redcross.org. That's redcross.org. They're in the rebuilding stages now, and they want to recover. So redcross.org is where you want to go to help. Yep.
And I saw the, did you guys see the alligators? Alligators in water?
In somebody's house. I saw it in somebody's house. Wow.
Yeah.
They came back, and to their surprise, there was an alligator in the house.
With the mouth just wide open.
Yeah, waiting. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Man, you live here now.
Imagine.
I
can't imagine.
You know, the alligators and the snakes, I would have been like, I ain't ever coming back.
Yeah, we're still praying for those people. And, just hopefully this recovery period can go quickly and they can rebuild, and it'll be quickly. Again, I can't say it enough. Redcross.org if you want to help, if you want to donate.
Yeah. Well, it will take time. It takes time.
It will.
It takes time to do that. Yeah.
All right, guys, coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Carla, your boy Roscoe is in the building.
He is here, my boy.
Lord. Hey, what's up, Carla?
Hey, Roscoe, what's happening?
Hey, Shirley, what's going on?
Hello, Roscoe.
Hey, Mississippi, what's going on, girl? Junior.
You already know. Roscoe, my hero, boy.
Boy, I love you, boy. I be listening to the radio all that you're going through. Congratulations on the new puppy.
Thank you, Roscoe.
Yeah. They catching hell at him, y'all been too big a star to all the year and have no dog. I go too much. I can't. Ain't no need of me carrying no dog. I had a oh, that's right there. Well, what's going on today?
Well, let me tell you this, Roscoe. Let me tell you
what?
This. Okay. Check it out.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to end up telling you something, though.
I know. I've accepted it. Listen.
Yeah.
So Sunday is my birthday.
Your birthday.
And yesterday was Steve's wife, Marjorie. It was her birthday. Yeah. So I want you to sing happy birthday to me, to Marjorie, to all the people celebrating birthdays this week. He counted down.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Ha! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Break it down. Happy birthday.
With that F birthday.
Happy birthday. One more time. Happy birthday.
Oh, that's
happy birthday.
Thank you, Roscoe.
I wrote that for Stevie and I had to change. I had to put it in Braille.
What?
I wrote it for Stevie, then he couldn't read it, so I had to put all them bumps on the paper.
You know how to write in Braille? Is that what you're saying?
No, I just put bumps on the paper, then I called him and sang it to him. So when I sent it to him, it didn't make no sense. He ran his finger across and said, Steve, what the hell is, Rocco, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
I said, it's Braille. He said, this ain't Braille. I said, well, happy birthday. And he remember everything, so he went on remember it. He's talented. Bud Damn Steve, one of the talented. Amazing right here.
Musical genius, yes, sir. All right, Roscoe.
I want to tell some people a secret about Stevie Wonder. You do know Stevie can see.
Huh? What? He can? What are you saying?
Well, let me ask you a couple questions. Have you ever seen Stevie with the white cane with the red tip on it? You ever seen it?
Can't say that I have.
No, I haven't. No.
Ever seen him with a dog?
No. Seeing
eye dog?
No.
Ever seen him run up in this song?
No.
I can't say that I have.
No.
Every blind person I'd have seen one of them three things. You ain't never seen that from Stevie.
No.
Next question.
Okay.
K Clue.
You got a point, Roscoe. I think
that part. Okay. All right. We know that Steve loves the song Adore. Roscoe.
Until the end of time, I'll be there for you. Look at him.
Dedicated to Marjorie.
You are my heart and mind. I truly adore you. Aww. God one day struck me blind. Your beauty I'd still see. Look at him. Love's too weak to define just what you mean to me. From the first moment I saw you, boy, I knew you was the one. At night I had to call you up. We was rapping till the sun came up, telling you just how fine you look.
But how?
You afraid? Was you afraid of me? Was I the first?
Sing us out, Roscoe. Junior's up next.
Was I your everything to me? Oh, until the end of time.
Yes.
I'll be there for you. I played that. Steve played that last night, her birthday.
Aw.
See there, Roscoe?
Oh, that boy right there. That boy is something else.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is he faking it with me? We'll find out, check it out, find out, see what that's all about in just a few. But right now, it is time for the nephew's prank phone call, but Junior's in for the nephew. What you got, Junior?
Okay, Shirley, y'all just brace yourselves for this one. I don't know why the nephew left us this one, but
what?
I don't know how he keep doing this and ain't nothing happened to him, but today's title is You Sent My Wife Some Pictures. Why is he in it? You sent my wife some pictures. Come on, Cat.
Yo. May I speak to Trevor?
Yeah, this Trevor.
Hey, man, you been sending pictures of your damn stomach to my wife's phone?
Say what?
Hey, man, have your been sending pictures of your muscles on your stomach to my wife's phone?
Man, who the hell is this calling me with this?
This fish right here.
Is who?
This Fisher, man. My name is Fisher, but they call me Fish. What I want to know from you, have your been sending pictures of your stomach to my wife's phone?
Man, I don't know the hell you talking about, Playboy. Don't call me with this about am I sending pictures. And if I am sending pictures, ain't none of your business.
It is my business. That's my wife. And you send this.
No phone.
She got, oh.
What the hell you doing? You must ain't ripped up like me or something. You worried about sending pictures of his stomach.
Hey, man.
Get you some business. Don't call my phone with this stupid.
I got some business. My business is my wife, man. And if you send it, let me tell you something.
Tell me something.
I'm finna tell you right now. When I find you, if the same muscles that's on her phone is up underneath your shirt, I'm whooping your.
Hey, man, I ain't hard to find, Playboy. You can find me. And if I am sending pictures to your wife, she must like it, Playboy.
Hey, man, hey, let me tell you. No, you're being disrespectful is what you're doing. You understand?
You being a little calling me on the phone with this. You better check somebody else about this here before I had your wife rubbing on my stomach.
Hey, man, who you calling a man?
See, stop
who you think
you a
Hey, who you think you talk? Let me tell you something. Okay, tell me.
That call my phone about a picture. That's who I'm talking to.
Because them, if I find out them your muscles on my wife, what?
Obviously, you found my phone number, so I guess you can find me, homeboy.
Hey, how about this here? Where are you? Let's get this cracking.
Hey, ask your wife where I'm at. Where she at?
My wife is at work right now.
Yeah, you think so? What? How you think she got them pictures, homeboy?
Hey, man, I tell you what. When I find you, you're a little disrespectful.
Ask your wife where I'm at. Yeah, that's what you do, Playboy. You calling me with this old insecure. You must not be ripped up like me.
Hey, man, hey, I got muscles on my stomach. I'm
headed to the gym right now to get this stomach right for your wife. Huh?
Hey, man, let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. Hey, how about this here? I know who your wife is. Nah.
That's all right. I know who she is, too.
Okay. Well, that's all right. And I'll be calling her. I'm calling her, letting her know what's going on.
Check this out. She like my stomach, too. Yeah. Yeah, you like that, don't you?
No. I tell you what. She gonna like it when I get to her. Cause I'm gonna let your wife know what's going on around here.
Say, man, you don't know nothing about my wife. Me, my wife, and your wife might be rubbing together, homeboy. You don't know nothing about my business.
Hey, man, you ain't finna be disrespectful to me, man. I done told you once.
Come see me, homeboy.
I will see you. I already asked you once, where are you?
I'm gonna raise up my shirt so you can see this ripped up six-pack that your wife like. Yeah, huh?
Okay. It's just a matter of time, then.
Don't call my phone with this. You better go check your wife and don't be calling a grown man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna call Ayana. That's who I'm finna call. Ayana, baby.
Say what?
Yeah. Oh, then slowed you down now. Yeah, I'm calling your wife.
Well, call her then. We can get her on the three-way, and then I'll call your wife and get her on my way. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this here right now. What I need is
tell me whatever you want to tell me, Playboy.
I'm telling you right now, punk. Where you at?
I'm at Boulevard, homeboy. That's where I'm at. Now you got my wife's name. I want to know your name. They call you Fish or Chicken or whatever the they call you. You can meet me wherever you want to, homeboy, and we can settle it. Ain't no big deal to me. I deal with punk chumps like you every day.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Not a problem. I'll be right. How long you gonna be there?
I'm gonna be there till your punk get here.
Okay, you look here. I want you to take my name down so you'll know who you waiting on. You
heard what? You said your name was Chicken or something like that.
Do you have a pen?
I don't need no pen, punk.
Okay, do you want to know who this is?
You just told me who you was, homeboy.
Well, I ain't told you my full name, chump.
I don't need to know your name. You got my number calling me with about a tattoo or stomach or something.
It's muscles of your stomach on my wife's phone.
Okay, did you look at the other pictures?
How many sit-ups do you be doing?
Did you look at the other pictures?
What other? Well, okay. Hey man.
Yeah.
I'm not finna be playing with you about my wife.
I ain't playing with you. I'm playing with your wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm finna tell you something about your wife.
Okay.
I'm finna tell you something about your wife that you don't know.
If I don't know it, don't nobody else know it.
Oh, I know it. Me and her know it. I just got off the phone with her. You want to know? You want me to tell you what your wife told me?
Whatever, man. Say what you got to say so I can get off the phone.
I'm going to say this right here. I'm going to say this, punk. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife, Ayana, got me the prank phone call. Yo, ignorant man. How stupid are you? Hello? This nephew Tommy, man, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife got me the prank phone call, you dude. Damn, you are more ignorant than me.
Boy, that help for that. Ooh, Lord. Boy, wait till I see this. Ooh, you Tommy, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, God, dog. Y'all say, oh, my goodness.
Hey, Trevor, I got to ask you this, man. Answer this question for me. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The only one with Nephew Tommy on it, I imagine. Y'all cold, boy. I tell you that.
Oh, man. All right, Trev, man. You be easy, man. Go light on Ayana, all right?
I'm going to show Will tell Steve Harvey, I say, what's up?
This could be why he ain't here today. He finally found it. Ain't you, Tommy? Nah, I ain't. I know your short ass anywhere. I know.
Oh, he gonna get you.
You sent my wife some pictures. I told you.
Play too much.
Junior.
He do. He do. So, Carly, your birthday coming this weekend. What you got planned, girl?
Well, let's see. Tonight, Friday night, my girls are taking me out to dinner. And then Saturday, I'm going to brunch with my best friend. And then Tori. And then Sunday, my actual birthday, my daughter gave me a little hint. I got a spa day. And then,
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And
Women
then,
love spa days, man.
Yeah.
I do. I really, self-care is
You
important.
give me a spa day for my birthday, I'm going to be looking upside your head.
You're gonna like it?
I love spa days.
Oh yeah, you don't like massages. Yeah.
All these cigars that's out here for sale, you buy.
You couldn't think of nothing else?
Yes.
Spa day?
Yes.
Okay.
And dinner Sunday night with the family.
Okay, that's what I was
good.
Where Tosh come in at? Oh, I'm waiting on.
Plan.
Yeah.
He gonna
No,
be there.
Sunday
Good
night.
birthday.
No, Junior. See, Tosh got to do something else. Tosh got to come correct.
Oh.
Tosh got to come correct. The husband's
Jewelry.
gift has to surpass all others. I don't care what they gave you. The husband's gifts, Junior, has to supersede
Everything.
and surpass all other gifts. Can't nobody. If her girls get together and give her a better gift than one of the husbands, it's gonna be a problem.
Yep, I like how you think, sir.
That's
I
it.
like
Well,
how
it
you
ain't how I think, it's how it is. See, once we sleep with y'all, I don't know what this control is y'all be having, but y'all, this is unfair.
School.
All right.
Steve.
Coming up, Strawberry Letter subject, is he faking it with me? We'll find out what that's all about right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend, Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, my good friend, Junior. Subject, is he faking it with me? Dear Steve and Shirley, I used to sing with a band, and that's how I met my boyfriend. We moved to Atlanta, and he started another career as a rapper. He's good at it, and he does local festivals, and that's good enough for him because he works full time. He's been talking about marriage, buying a home, and having kids, but he's a lot different than a homebody when he's rapping. His lyrics say he is a man whore. He calls women all kinds of names and glorifies a woman that has had surgery to enhance her breasts, butt, and lips. He says that he doesn't trust women, so he uses them for sex and would never be stupid enough to give his heart to one. I went to a show on the 4th of July and my auntie and her husband went with me. My boyfriend's lyrics were so embarrassing. He said he has a main bee and her friend's friend, and all of them love him. He said all of the designer clothes he owns come from women because his sex is so good. My uncle said that I need to reevaluate my relationship and stop spending my money on my boyfriend. I swore to him that those are just lyrics, and he's totally different than that with me. My uncle said my man is nothing but a womanizer, a show-off, and he's full of himself, thinking he is God's gift to women. Then my aunt chimed in and said he's faking it with me. She said my boyfriend is faking like he likes me because I'm a stable woman, and he's latched himself on to me. He does have 2 different personalities. He sings gospel music at church and then trashes women in his rap. What? He says he loves me, but it's questionable. Is he faking it on stage or is he faking it with me?
Doggy, I'm sorry, Shirley.
Is he faking it on stage?
He said gospel music at church.
He's a hustler, right?
Oh, man, come on, man.
Well, is he faking it on stage? Or is he faking it on with me? Only you can answer that one. How does he treat you? How does he treat others? Is he a player? You should know these things. Does he have other women? Are there any signs of that? Most rappers do have different personas when they get up on that stage. A lot of times they don't mean what they're singing about, what they're rapping about. It's just like actors who play different roles. You know, they can play this role, they're not that, but they play that role on TV or in the movies. But is your man living the life he raps about? That's the question. Have you asked him to tone it down because his lyrics make you uncomfortable and they embarrass you? That's the key, because even if he's not living that lifestyle he raps about, you're embarrassed. You're hurt by what he talks about. You know, you're embarrassed in front of your family. So either you need to break up with this guy because you can't support his rap career, or stop going to his shows and taking people with you to his shows because you can't take it. I mean, you're a singer. That's how you met him. He wouldn't like it if you sang about other men on stage when you're performing. So you have every right to feel how you feel about this guy. Steve?
The subject is he faking it with me? I don't see any. And I will try, but I don't see any redeeming qualities. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'm listening to the letter, and at the end where I had to bust out laughing, after all this was said, he a gospel singer at church. What? Dog, did you hear the whole letter? Now, Steve and Shirley, I used to sing with a band, so it's a woman writing in. Mm-hmm. That's how I met my boyfriend. Then it jumps to we moved to Atlanta and he started another career as a rapper. What? He's good at it. He does local festivals, and that's good enough for him because he works full time. All right, now here we go. He talks about getting married, buying a house, and having kids. But he's a lot different than a homeboy when he's rapping. That's a weird description coming from a woman who may get a husband and a father and a deal like this from a man. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's a homebody. I'm sorry. Yeah. But he's a lot different than a homebody when he's rapping. Now, his lyrics say he's a man hoe. Okay. Right here.
Wow.
Bruh. He calls women all kinds of names. He glorifies a woman that's had surgery, her breasts done, butt and lips, and he say he don't trust women, so he uses them for sex and would never be stupid enough to give his heart to one. These are lyrics that he wrote and he's rapping. This ain't somebody else's bars. These his bars. He wrote these. Mm-hmm. I went to a show on the 4th of July. My auntie and her husband went with me. My boyfriend's lyrics were so embarrassing. He said he has a main bee and her friend and her friends and all of them love him. He said all the designer clothes he owns come from women because his sex is so good. Now, my uncle said I need to reevaluate my relationship and stop spending my money on my boyfriend. I swore to him that those are just lyrics, and he's totally different than that with me. My uncle said my man is nothing but a womanizer, a show-off, and he's full of himself, thinking he's God's gift to women. At this point, I agree with your uncle. I'm just going to be real with you. You can't have all these different lives. But see, he wrote those lyrics. Now, I got most people don't live the life of the lyrics they write, but what you writing them for?
All right, hold that thought, Steve. Hold your thought. We're going to come back and have part 2 of your response to today's Strawberry Letter. Is he faking it with me at 23 minutes after the hour, right after this?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is he faking it with me?
I just didn't see anything redeeming in this letter. This letter met this, she used to sing in a band. That's how she met her boyfriend. They moved to Atlanta together. He started a new career. He been rapping. She say he good at it because he get jobs at local festivals. Okay. I used to work at taverns and bars when I started, you know.
You?
I was good at it, but the money wasn't good to me. So I don't, anyway, y'all been talking about marriage, having kids, getting married, buying a house. But he's a lot different than a homebody when he's rapping. So his lyrics are contrary to what he says he wants: a wife, a house, and kids. He trashes women. He calls them out their name. He's a man-ho, according to him. He glorifies women that has had surgeries done. He uses women for sex. He would never trust any woman enough to give his heart to one. You went to a show on the 4th of July with your auntie and her husband. His lyrics were so embarrassing to you that your uncle sat up there and said, hey, listen to me, stop spending your money. His lyrics were talking about how people buy him designer clothes that he gets from women because his sex is so good and blah, blah, blah. The uncle told her, you need to reevaluate your relationship with you. Quit spending money on him. I swore to him those are just lyrics, and he's totally different than that with me. My uncle said my man is nothing but a womanizer, a show-off, and he's full of himself, thinking he's God's gift to women. Then my aunt chimed in and said he's been faking it with me. She said my boyfriend is faking like he likes me because I'm a stable woman and he's lashed himself on to me. Now here's a line that gets us ready to get up out of here. He does have 2 different personalities. Okay, well then that does mean at times he's one or the other. That's what that means. So is he the rapper or is he the guy that's the homebody? But then you threw another one in. You said he sang gospel music at the church.
Yes.
I fell out laughing. I fell out laughing. Who is this boy?
Right.
He's singing gospel music at church. Now, you got to be careful, dog. Because if it's confusing to you, if you get these lyrics mixed up.
He mixes up his rap lyrics with the gospel song. Is that what you're saying?
Do you know the problem here? Mother Mary was the baby, but who was she really, though?
No.
Well, hold up, dog.
No.
Hold up, partner. Where are we going with this? You know.
That does not go together.
He sings gospel music at the church and then trashes women in his raps. He says he loves me, but it's questionable. Is he faking it on stage or is he faking it with me? He's faking it, period.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take you and the relationship out the mix. Who is this guy? If you tried to describe him, how would you describe him? Is he a homebody? He loves children, having a family, but he raps on stage and he trashes women. He says he gets all his designer clothes from women he has sex with because he has sex with them so good. And And now he sang at the church. He sang gospel music. I don't think this young man knows who he is yet. Because I would not attach myself to a wagon or a team of horses and each horse is going in a different direction. You're going to get tore apart like that. If you hitch yourself to a man, to a wagon, and he's got a team of horses, they all got to be going in the same direction. And before you get on this wagon, ladies, you got to make sure that's the direction you want to go to, that you can either support it or ride along with him. Is that where you want your life to go? But if he can't show you direction his life is going, why would you attach yourself to that? Women, most women I know want to be loved, cared for, cared about, feel a sense of security, have love in their house, go somewhere, travel with their man, laugh, enjoy their house, play games, go double date. That's what women really want to do with a man. We got a life together. We got this family.
Companion.
But your dude, man, is all over the place. And your uncle hit it spot on. You up on stage rapping all these lyrics about how good you are and how many women you got and you never trust one. And my woman loved me and all her friends. And that's what made you sick, because your friends like him too. But I don't know, man. I don't see it. Little girl, no young lady. I really don't see it. But that gospel singing at the church, that was too funny to me. I hollered.
They're going to break up because she doesn't support.
I know the Lord was a gangster.
Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram or Facebook at Steve Harvey FM.
Are you living with a G?
And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Coming up next.
Shout out to Scarface and the tiny desk I saw him do. I watched it 6 times. Shout out to Scarface, man.
Straight out of Houston.
Right there, Scarface, man. I love that dude.
Junior and Sports Talk up next, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Pimpin'. Here we go.
Week 6. Here I go. Here I am. Hey, what's up, ladies?
Hey, Pimpin'.
What's up? How's everybody doing? What's up, Junior?
What's happening, man? Week 6 NFL.
Yeah,
See these
stay
picks,
healthy,
you're on
baby.
fire right now.
Hey, man, what week is this?
Week 6.
Okay, let's go.
Jaguars, Bears.
Upset Jaguars.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even want to say that.
Commanders, Ravens.
Oh, man, Commanders beat the Browns last week, but then who ain't? Ravens.
Okay. Texans, Patriots.
Come on, Texans. Do
Yes,
your
sir.
thing. I hate the Patriots. Everything.
Cardinals, Packers.
Oh, the Cardinals, baby. Again, they just on fire right now,
Okay, Pippins. Bucks, Saints.
I'm going with the Saints. They ain't gonna lose 2 in a row.
Oh, please.
All right, Pippins. Here we
Your
go.
house is different.
Yes.
Titans.
Who that?
Here we go, Pippin. Colts, Titans.
Oh, that's a toss-up. I'm gonna shock them. Here come Baltimore Colts.
Okay.
Indianapolis.
Chargers,
Baltimore
Broncos.
Colts. I'm sorry, that's Baltimore. That's the last time I saw the Browns win the championship. They were playing the Baltimore Colts, Johnny United. That was time. My bad. I had a flashback.
Chargers, Broncos.
Chargers and the Broncos. Broncos been surprising everybody.
They 3-2.
But the surprise is over. Chargers.
Whoa.
Okay, man. Steelers, Raiders. It's gonna hurt you here, Pimpin.
Steelers, and I don't want it to be come through, Raiders, come through, but you
Here we
won't.
go, Pimpin. Lions, Cowboys.
Come through Detroit, baby, all day,
And we love you, Detroit.
All right. Falcons, Panthers.
Oh, the Falcons, baby. Falcons gonna wear them out.
Bengals, Giants.
I hate the Bengals.
And the Bengals 1-4 too. Giants 2-3.
Giants, come through, Giants.
Bills, Jets.
Man, both of them playing bad. I don't know what's happening, but they done fired their coach. It's gonna be the Bills.
Okay. And finally, Pimpin, Browns, Eagles. Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry, Pimpin.
You tried to hurt him, Junior. You tried to hurt him.
You hurt me. You got my boy up there.
He did.
Jalen Hurts. Lord have mercy, man. I ain't never pulled against this dude. Oh, man, I am in disarray. In the words of a hater, pimp down, pimp down.
Coming up at the top of the hour. Thank you, Pimpin. Thank you, Junior. A mom wants to know how to stop her son from being a bully. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, this woman needs some advice, okay? Her name is Diana in Norfolk. She says her son is a bully, and he hit her nephew with a dump truck. He's only 4, and she can't control him because his daddy wrestles with him and says it's to toughen him up. She says, my sister doesn't want my son around her son anymore, and that saddens me. How do I get his dad to stop being so rough with him and set a better example for our son?
Well, it's not the being rough that part that's going on. It's how he's raised as a person. You know, now if rough doesn't come with consequences, then they're going to apply this roughness in the wrong place. You know, my daddy raised us to be rough and tough, but now when it comes to your family, you leave that outside. You save all that rough and tough for them boys on that block. That's where you be rough and tough. You come in this house, your family is your family. He's got to teach the boy the difference, because toughness has to come with the consequence. You know, you can slap who you want, but you raise your hand to your mama, you already know this last time you're going to raise up anything. You got it. But, you know, he's 4, and there's no 4-year-old I can't do nothing with.
Right.
That's not in the right people's house. And that's what's wrong with these newfangled parents. Y'all done took y'all's hands off these kids too much.
Yeah, she said she can't control him. He's 4.
What 4-year-old I can't control? You come to my house? Dog, okay.
And that's going to be a
son. It's her son, though. She can't control him.
But that's going to be a problem when he goes to school, when he ages.
It's going to be a major problem when he goes to school.
That's going to be a problem, yeah.
It's going to be an even bigger problem when he get out on them streets and he don't know. Because I don't care who you are. There's somebody stronger, faster, and tougher than me. Yeah. I don't care who you are. They got a match for all that you got. Go to jail. I'm telling you right now, go to jail. You finna find out.
Well,
I'm the baddest.
That to be
who said that? But if you don't get this boy disciplined, that's what happens to undisciplined boys.
Yeah,
you either go into the grave or you go into jail. That's what's happening. That's what happens to undisciplined boys.
Yeah.
So you better, like Carla said, what are you gonna do when he go to school? You got to get a grip on this now, man. It's okay to teach your son to be tough. Yeah. But the consequence is where you apply the toughness.
Yeah. He's 4. Get it together. You can get this together. He's only 4. All right, we have time for another one, Steve. This is from Marissa in Stafford. She says, I'm still in love with my ex-husband, and he told me he's engaged. We had a heart-to-heart after our divorce, and he said he was just not the marrying type, and he needed to be single. When he told me he's getting remarried, I asked what the woman had that I don't have. He got mad and won't speak to me anymore, so I don't know what to do. Why did he block me and refuse to answer my question?
Lady, it's over.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Yeah.
He told you to just, make you feel okay. I ain't the marrying kind. I don't want to do this no more. Next thing you know, he getting married. He ain't the marrying kind, and he don't want to do this no more with you.
That's the painful part. Yeah. For her.
I'm still love him. Why did he block me? Because he don't want you. Man, take your freedom and go be happy. Man, what's the matter?
Let it go. Let him go. He don't want you.
In the words of Judge Leon Toller, her grandmama told her, don't let a man have to tell you twice he don't want you. I don't understand that, man. Now, I've had a woman had tell me 4 or 5 times she didn't want me. But it don't work the same way for women. You're going to have to convince me you don't want me, because obviously I think you're making a rash decision.
You don't need
So we need to sit down and talk about this here, because if you really thought about what I bring to the table, all this, you don't want me, I got that, but you know how fine you are. You have to reconsider this right here.
I'll call you tomorrow. All right. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Steve, I don't know if you've heard about this, but Cam Newton is now joining ESPN's First Take. Cam will make his debut with Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp today. It's going to be live from Tennessee State University. ESPN's executive VP said that Cam Newton will bring his electrifying presence, dynamic charisma, and his history of high-profile debates to make First Take more compelling must-watch TV. Your thoughts?
Cam. I like Cam a lot, man. Really good. He's a good brother, man.
How's that combination going to work?
Stephen A. is the dude. And, you're not getting on there without his approval. It's his show. So he's obviously approved this. So it's gonna be good. All three of them are strong-willed and outspoken. So I think it's gonna be great, man. Cam is strong though.
Yeah.
He's not going to wither away.
Yeah. Yeah, he will not be ignored. In other words, that's for sure.
No, I think he's good,
Ooh, that's some sports right there.
Yeah, he ain't like Cam to play the game at a high level either. He got an MVP.
What'd you say, Junior?
I said, he ain't like Cam ain't played the game at a high level. He got an MVP.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Of the NFL.
Quarterback.
And of the three of them, Carla, wouldn't you say Cam is the cutest out of the three of them?
I don't know that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We'll play a round of Would You Rather.
You think you cute?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's time now to play a round of Would You Rather. Here we go, right out the gate. Would you rather Frankie Beverly or Charlie Wilson?
I'd be more closer to Charlie, Unc. I've been to more Charlie Wilson concerts. I don't even how you judge this, Unc.
I know. You want to come back to
you
it?
You can't judge. It's really unfair. I'm going to go with Frankie. Because the music has meant more to me.
Okay.
But when it comes to just straight up hits, it's Charlie Wilson.
Okay. So you
vocally, it's Charlie Wilson.
Oh, absolutely.
Hits is Charlie Wilson. Touch My Soul, Frankie.
May he rest in peace.
Okay. Yeah, R.I.P.
Lord have mercy.
All right.
I know
I knew it was coming.
I owe no blame to no one else.
Yeah, he's going to be missed.
Now I realize I can't get over you. I tried to lose myself in song, but the ties are much too strong. What am I gonna do? I can't get over you.
Now, have you actually lived that? That's what you're saying. That's why I touch yourself. You actually lived that.
Yeah.
What?
No, Frankie.
You almost hurt his feelings, Junior.
Junior, I almost cussed just now.
The way you said it, so.
All right. Would you rather curse out your enemies or would you rather pray for your enemies?
I ain't never done the second one.
Like curse them, then go pray?
I've never prayed for an enemy of mine. Ever. I don't even know. I've never, and the prayers I did send up was not righteous. I'm just going to be honest with you.
So you rather
I've never prayed for an enemy. I wish ill on them, but
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, it's really not proper to pray for ill will on a person. Like,
no, it's
just
not.
Like, twist his mouth up.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Steve,
no,
come on now.
Put a huge canker sore on his nose. Stuff like that.
That's some ill will.
I mean, it don't be like evil. It be just little stuff, hope you lose your insulin.
Yeah.
Hope you lose your insulin.
All right. Would you rather have sex blindfolded or would you rather have sex with a muzzle on? Which one? You can't see or you can't talk?
I got to see. I can't be in here.
No, I'd rather have a blindfold. I know what I'm doing.
All right. That's today's round of Would You Rather.
But I'm going to need to give out some instructions, though.
Our last break of the day and some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey that you don't want to miss right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day on this Friday for the week. It's getting close. It's getting close to Election Day. It's getting close to the end of the year. A lot of stuff going on. Steve, take us out.
Hey, y'all listen. I was talking to the radio team, my family here, off the air. And sometimes I have to remind myself of things. I don't care who you are. You have the capability of learning every day. Now, there are some things that you can really master, like manhood. I've mastered manhood. I know how to be a man. There's nothing new about manhood you could tell me, but there's a lot about success that you can tell me. There's a lot of new principles and a lot of new tactics I can learn along the way. And one of the things I was talking with the family about was I had to remind myself that dreams are dreams. They become goals when you set a date. When you have an aiming part. Let's say you take your dreams and you put them out there and you put them in a circle. You put them in an open iron rim circle and you put all your dreams in that circle. Those are just dreams in a circle. But if you take that circle and you mount it 10 feet off the ground and you put it on the backboard, that backboard becomes a rim. You know what they call the rim in basketball? The goal. Because now you're shooting for something and it becomes a goal. So the analogy I just came up with, dreams and visions are fine, but they become a point of action when you turn them into goals. See, it's one thing to have a dream or a vision. It's another thing to try to attain it. You can sit up and want, all wish, hope. But if you don't set into action a plan to achieve it, what are we doing? It has to become a goal, something that you're aiming for, shooting for. Because if it's not, it's just a circle on the ground with dreams and visions in it and aspirations and hopes. But if you put it on a backboard, you put it 10 feet in the air, now you're shooting for something. It becomes a goal. It causes you to have a point of action. And what I decided to do was there's something I've been talking about doing for a few years. And I've been getting closer and closer to it. But you know what I hadn't done yet to this one particular goal? I hadn't put a set date on it. And just the other day, I said, you know what, man? And for the first time, I said it out loud. I'm going to do this. And then when I'm done with this, that's going to be it. And it changes. Because once you make it a goal, you know what happens to you? You develop a sense of urgency. See, because now, once you set a goal and you put a date on it, now you work differently. It ain't no just wake up and see how it go. You wake up with purpose. You now have a driven purpose because now you're trying to get it to accomplish in a set amount of time. So like I'm saying, y'all, dreams and visions are wonderful and beautiful, but you got to take that rim and put it on the backboard and make it a goal, something to shoot for. And the goals can be dates. You need to put a date on this thing, man, so you can develop a sense of urgency. And once I set this date on a goal, I started working towards it differently.
I started going, wow, man, I got to move like this and move like that. Now, it didn't cause me to become more anxious. It didn't cause me to worry. It didn't start make me trying to do this. It's just that now I've given it to God. I've told God, this is the goal. Now show me how to accomplish that. And at the same time, let your will be done. Meaning, it could take a little bit longer, but also it could happen a lot sooner. That's how God works. Because if you knew the exact date that everything would happen, you wouldn't need faith no more. All you need is patience. But God requires our faith, our belief in things that we cannot see. That is the relationship between you and your Creator. Faith. Do you believe in me? When they done counted you out, do you believe in me? When you can't see no way how, do you believe in me? When it seems undoable, do you still have the faith that it will be done? That's the relationship I want to always strengthen with God. That's the one you should shoot for. That's the goal. So as you move forward, you all set some time frames to what you want to do, but also be open to the will of God. It'll change the way you work. It'll change your sense of urgency, and it'll change your sense of purpose when you wake up in the morning. That's an important aspect of getting to where you want to go. So right now, I got a plan. Right now, I have a point of action. And right now, I got all the faith in the world that it'll happen. But I'm also open to the will of God. Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And then give us this day our daily bread. Give me what I need for today. And forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. You gotta forgive if you want to be forgiven. That's a lot. So I hope you got something from that today. Have yourself a great weekend. Talk to God. He would absolutely love to hear from you. And don't be ashamed that you ain't talked to God in a while. He know that. That's one of the biggest tricks the devil uses. You ain't talked to him in a while. Ain't no need of going now. No, go now. It's okay. He understands. Have a great weekend.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.